Make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up on my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense. There, the O-line, everybody really on offense. They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Bortles now to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Bortles. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's a give to Miller. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing is Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Ryan now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Ryan. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Get up!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
You got tight right there. Go, go, run, run, run. Oh, yeah. Double tight. Double tight. Got it. Ready. Hey, 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 hey.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Left, 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 left.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Bortles to throw on second down, and he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Ready. Green, 90. Green,
On second down, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Miller on first down. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second down, 3 yards to go now. They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Bortles will try again on second down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Bortles to throw once more. And Miller with it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 18-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set to go now is the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And some space here. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
Hey, wait. Ready? Oh, ready? 3 down. Hey, let's go. Shit. Ready? 280. Take out. Ready? 280.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. And he'll give it here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A handoff, running left is Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This will be caught inside the 10. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff to Miller. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal to go now. This is Miller, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. It's the Bills who are leading that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Off the bootleg. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 47-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the U. Man.